Hayden Daniels is better than Tom Brady.
Oh my fucking god, dog!
Because we
Like,
cut
why?
you on the basketball podcast. That's the way you want to start, really? All right.
This is ruined now. All right, this is fucking ruined. All right, welcome guys to a football side of things, the We Don't Know Ball podcast, because Retro just doesn't know ball at any way, shape, or form. Today, trade deadline day, and to kind of get us started, this has been one of the better NFL trade deadlines that I think I've seen in a minute. Justin, I know you have the names in front. I know we kind of want to get started with that just slightly, but would you agree that this trade deadline has been kind of just insane?
Yeah. My biggest notable one that I really just kind of want to talk about is Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Why are we trading with the Eagles? Why are we bolstering a defense that doesn't need to bolster? Why are we why? I thought it was agreed on by every other team that we're not going to help the Eagles. We're not going to trade with the Eagles. And then you give them your best pass rusher for, I believe, a third-round pick, second-round pick, whatever. I'm like, what do we do? What do we? I understand your fucking franchise is a dumpster fire. Your coach would rather be on Miami Beach instead of running his team. Your quarterback belongs in a mental institution because his brain is made of fun dip at this point. I don't even know, dude. Like, This is a good deadline for a lot of teams making a lot of moves I think they need. I mean, the Bears picking up Shoyinka was a good pickup from Cleveland. Cleveland finally actually selling somebody, which is interesting, to say the least. Your boy is bolstering the receiver core. If Cooper Kupp's going to continue to play the I'm injured, I'm not injured back and forth kind of a thing, I think Raheem Shaheed will actually thrive in this offense. He's not going to put up insane numbers because, well, you have the best active receiver in football on your team. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been an interesting deadline in the NFL. I think a lot of teams actually made moves that they need to. Jerry Jones got us hyped for literally nothing. So, literally nothing. I don't even know what to say. My team made questionable moves in signing another Aaron Rodgers fucking merchant from Green Bay. Jacoby Myers is playing the how many teams can I play on in my career game. Yeah. Otherwise, like I said, it's weird. Good deadline for a majority of the teams that made moves. They actually made moves to put themselves in a solid spot this year. I mean, barring any injuries for certain teams, I mean, Philly just picked up, 2-3 phenomenal defensive players that have just been low points on their other teams. So with them bolstering, if they can continue to build off of whatever the hell they're building off of, they're going to be scary for years to come if they can keep all these guys.
Yeah. In retro, I know we didn't mention the name specifically, but Sauce Gardner going to the Colts. I know big name, but like I know he's been off again, on again this year. He's been inconsistent, but the defense of the Colts, does that move us now, having a real wide receiver one? I mean, cornerback one.
Yeah, my answer is absolutely. I think people forget. We were having conversations about Sauce being better than PS2 for a while. Sauce had the absolutely the intangibles to be that guy. In college, he didn't allow a single touchdown. He was insane in the NFL. He started out great, but he played for the Jets, so he had no motivation. Now he actually has a reason to play. You're on a team that's making a playoff push. They look like the best team in the AFC, and they're saying, "Hey, listen, we're going to win games. We were winning games without you. But now you get to be part, and a big part, of this defense that we need to continue to win us games." I think he's going to be immediately the best version of himself. He'll be back to old Sauce. I think that we have just seen a very, very, just a guy that just doesn't care, is unmotivated version.
I just want to know who you're talking about, because we agreed 2 weeks ago that this man's name is Ahmad Gardner. So
No, I never gave him that. His name is Sauce until further notice, and
Mm-mm.
he will be Sauce Gardner by the end of this year. I'll tell you that right now. And I think that yes, you have to trade 2 first-round picks, and that is a big haul. Adonai Mitchell is really not that big of a loss because they weren't really utilizing him anyway that much. But I think the Jets, the Jets win on this too for sure. They get 2 first-round picks. They get to pair Adonai Mitchell with Garrett Wilson. I really think this is a very even trade. I would say that both teams get a lot from this.
Yeah, I think that the Jets getting these like a whole bunch of first round picks for the next 2 years. They have, I believe, 7. They can bolster what can be a good future for them. Unfortunately, again, I don't like the Justin Fields thing. Doesn't look great at the moment because of him being hurt and the offensive line being hurt and getting in and out of the lineup. But if they can get, a good offensive line, they would probably upgrade a quarterback at this point and then get somewhat of a defensive core with Aaron Glenn at the helm. That would probably be their purpose going forward. I think the Jets have a somewhat of a good outlook in the future, but it's the Jets at the same time because they miss on a whole bunch of draft picks. So cool, you got 7, but you might miss 6 out of 7 first round picks. That's just the Jets' way of things.
I'm going to be honest. I think the Jets actually probably out of any team won the trade deadline. Yeah, you sold off Quinnen Williams. Yeah, you got rid of Sauce Gardner, but you came into, I think now they have, like we said, I think it's 7 first-round picks in the next 2 years, and it's close to like 7 or 8 second-round picks as well. So it's like you said, they could miss in the first round, but they could also find the diamonds in the rough in the second round. So yeah, you lost Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, who are both ex-All-Pro players.
Yeah.
Guys that they weren't going to pay to begin with that would have walked in free agency whenever their contracts were up anyway. And you turned it into, Maisie Smith isn't great as a D tackle, but he's a young guy who can learn and develop for the Jets. They picked up the 26 second round pick, 27 first round pick, and a 26 first round pick for those 2 players. So, I can't fault them. I literally think they might have won free agency with bolstering. They did it right. They knew they weren't going to win this year. Teams were acquiring about players to try to bolster. Dallas thinks that their defense is going to be insane, adding Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams, and Dallas isn't. They're just not going to be. They got the king of the arm punt at quarterback, so they're not going to do anything further. I think the Jets going after these 2 teams specifically that just aren't going to make the name for themselves they think they're going to, especially for playoffs. The Colts aren't going to get through the playoffs. They're just not. We know this. They're a great team regular season. They're just not going to build for the future. You can talk about it all you want. Daniel Jones has been great. JT's been great. JT's probably having his best running back season. He's the best active running back in the league by the numbers this season as well. But, they played Pittsburgh this week and got shut the fuck down by an injured Pittsburgh defense. So,
I think the Cowboys defense is gonna improve a little bit. I love the Logan Wilson move. Pairing him with Demarion Overshone is a great linebacking core. And Quinnen Williams way better than Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith they weren't even utilizing. So yes, you have to trade a first and a second, but you do good there. So, but if you're the Cowboys, there's 2 things. The first thing is you didn't go after anybody in the secondary. God knows you need a safety, and you definitely need corners because Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland couldn't guard me. So there's a serious problem there. The other thing is you've got great inside guys. If only you had a really good outside edge rusher that could complement your inside guys.
Ask Jerry. They've never had one of those.
Yeah, unfortunately, for whatever reason, they never got lucky enough to have an all-pro edge rusher with an amazing future that they could keep. My question is this, because I have to assume Jerry Jones was off the henny when he was making these decisions. My question is, why did you go get Kenny Clark and then get Quinnen Williams? Why not just keep Micah Parsons? If you already wanted an elite defensive tackle, why didn't you just do this and not trade Micah away.
See, my thought behind it was when he was making it seem like it was such this big ass announcement and they were gonna have a game changing player and this, that, and the other. My first thought was, what the fuck did he offer the Raiders to get Max Crosby?
Right,
Like that was my first thought behind it. I was like, Max Crosby's gonna be a Cowboy? To hear it's Quinnen Williams after, like you said, they traded Micah for Kenny. So I mean, yeah, cool. You got your shit torched up the middle by Rico Dowdle, so now you have two all-pro level D tackles. But now if people bounce it outside, you can't contain the run. You still can't cover anyone 13 yards downfield. Like, cool. You're stacking the box. They're late to the party on learning how to stop Saquon by getting eight guys that can stack the box.
That was kind of my point. The thing is, you now, guys, that's great. You now have one of the best front sevens in the league. Fantastic. You still can't guard anything past 5 yards because if any receiver goes past that, your corners are getting
your
torn.
whole secondary only knows how to play zone, so it's like they can't play man.
And your linebackers, like Demarion Overshone, is basically just a rusher. He's basically just a blitz guy. That guy can't guard anybody. Logan Wilson's a veteran. He can probably play decent coverage, but he's also old, which means that he's going to be slower anyway. So your linebackers can't even really help out in coverage. And your
do you think they're gonna transfer him to become the Mike instead of an outside linebacker because he's lost a step?
I mean, probably, and I would too. Like, it's what Washington did with B-Wags. Well, B-Wags is always a Mike, but I mean, it's good for him to be in the Mike because,
B-Wags was good because he was a utility one, especially when he was younger, because he could cover a tight end or a back out of the field really well. He did read a defense correctly, so he was nice.
But
there's
my
one
thing is...
there's one thing, though, I'm seeing here on this transaction list. What happened to Frankie Retro?
Yeah, he got suspended for a game. For hip drop tackles, apparently.
So you got Frankie suspended, and you placed Marshawn Lattimore and Luke McCaffrey on injured reserve.
My thing is, I find it crazy that he got suspended for hip drop, but Seattle hip dropped Jaden 4 different times during the game, and no player got suspended for it.
Well,
I don't know.
As we all know, and we can get into it when we talk about that game, but Seattle's just really good at hurting your quarterbacks. So
yeah, that is true. And again, I'm not saying that it was like a dirty play or anything. I'm not trying to blame Seattle for it, but yeah.
Does anybody have a best move of the deadline? Like going back to Friday. Like what do you guys feel the best move of the deadline is?
I would say the best value move was Jacksonville getting Jacoby Myers because all they had to give up was a 4th and 6th, and I think Jacoby Myers is a legitimate wide receiver too. And you're pairing him with Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. That's a pretty good receiving core, and you're getting him for basically nothing. A 4 and a 6 is not bad. I think that Jacksonville, this is a really good addition for them. I think it's going to pay off pretty well.
And then after Jules gives his, I'd also like to hear maybe what your guys' worst move is.
I would say either the because I have to look at it from my end, so give me a second. I would probably say the I like at first I didn't like the Rashid Shaheed move to my team because I think we're bolstering the wide receivers, and it's like at first glance I was like, okay, we got a deep threat, but JSN has already been the best deep threat in the NFL, so why are you getting somebody to take away from his explosiveness? But at the same time, now looking at it, I'm like, okay, now that legitimately you can't go and double JSN because you have somebody who's been a really good deep threat with the Saints for the past couple of years. So you're going to have to pick your poison, and hopefully if Cooper Kupp is, doing the fake injury bullshit, like Justin, you said a little bit before, that's going to be really hard for defenses to then bracket JSN because now you have a legitimate, short in guy, the slot merchant that Justin likes to put out with Cooper Kupp. And you have somebody on the outside, Rashid Shaheed. You have Torrey Horton, who's a up and coming rookie.
I think Torrey Horton's the guy that benefits from this move the most. Because now he's just going to get lost in traffic because they're going to cover the 2 deep guys. So Torrey Horton should be open from that 8 to 15 yard range. A metric shit ton.
Yeah.
Not to mention only giving up a 4th and a 5th round pick for it really isn't the worst thing in the world.
Real quick, I just want to say, because this actually just happened 30 minutes ago, Luvu had his suspension dropped, so he will not be suspended. He's been fined $100,000, but he is eligible to play against Detroit.
Okay.
Might as well sit him. That's another guy that can get hurt.
I agree, and honestly, I think it's a one-game suspension is actually a lot better than having to pay $100,000. But
Right.
So Jules is on that aspect of it. Then Jules, we'll just go right back to you. Then, what do you think the worst move in transaction has been?
So like the two ones that are standing out to me, the Trevor Penning trade from the Saints to the Chargers. I understand that the Chargers need like deep offensive tackle help, but getting any offensive lineman from the Saints, what the fuck? I mean, no offense to you Saints fans, you're the two people that I know that are Saints fans that are watching. I don't think that's good value. Or the Draymond Jones trade to the Ravens. I like Draymond Jones, but like the Ravens defense hasn't moved me. They got rid of Jair Alexander. They got rid of somebody else that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But now you're just like, okay, let's bolster our pass rush. And yes, that hasn't been the best up to this point, but it doesn't make sense when you're getting rid of former All Pro to get a good high upside guy who hasn't produced well this whole year. So I don't know about I don't like either of those, to be honest with you.
I will say the best move I think that was made during this entire deadline weekend didn't even involve a player. Miami firing their GM is the best move of the weekend.
Yeah.
I think the worst move. I genuinely believe that the Bengals just like hate their offense, or like because they're clearly not interested in fielding a defense. I think they hate their offense and Joe Burrow. Why are you trading Logan Wilson? Like why? Like are you just not interested in having any pieces on your defense? Like you don't want any leaders or anything? Like Jermaine Pratt was top 10 in tackles last year and he was your team captain and you traded him. So now we're just going to get rid of like the other veteran backer too. We're just going to get rid of everybody. We just don't care. I just understand.
Spell the house.
What are we doing? Like what are we doing in Cincinnati?
They're thinking that if Joe Burrow's healthy, and that's the biggest if, that they don't need a defense because they'll outscore everybody.
And unfortunately, they'll wait to an extent because they'll win like 9 games, but it won't be enough to actually do anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically all I have going over the transactions. Like I said, it was a good deadline for a lot of teams. There were some questionable moves made by other teams, but jumping
What do you
right
think
into
about
it.
getting MVS? What do you think about that?
Who cares? What does that have to do with anything? That's like a that is
I don't know.
that
You
is
got
like
MVS?
that is like the second least needle moving thing I've ever been asked in my entire life. What do you think about getting MVS?
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers has one of his guys now, so maybe
Yeah,
MVS.
cool, great, whatever. Until you tell me it's Devontae Adams, it doesn't move my needle. So
That's it.
right. So yeah. Anyways, but needle movers. Carolina, Green Bay, arguably the needle mover right now in the NFL.
Right.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
This dude is unbelievable. I believe he's third in total rushing yards, playing 4 games this year.
He's played like 4 games, bro.
Rico, but I have his stat line here. I'm sitting here: 25 carries, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. My first question, just very simple. I understand you had Chuba Hubbard. I really do. But Dowdle should have been playing all year.
You know, Carolina could get a decent bag for trading Chuba. That's what I would do. But I think because I have very few things written for this game. Obviously, the number one question will be, is Green Bay like frauds or whatever? I don't think so. It's just one bad game. It happens. But the question is like, because Green Bay has had like very good games and then 2 games where it was like, what are we doing? Which was Cleveland and this one. I maybe they just have a problem with like bottom feeders. I don't know what the thing is there.
These aren't even trap games. These are just you fucking blundered, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But there's only a couple things I had here. Bryce Young was like a terrorist in that game. Like, he needs to thank God he has Rico Dowdle on his roster, because without Rico Dowdle, this team wouldn't have a win. Shout out Tet, because Tet, like, for the life of him, he gets his yards and he gets his catches even when his quarterback is terrible. He's a great receiver. He's being criminally underused right now. Like, if he was on an actual good team, he would be putting up wild numbers. And then
I'll be honest. I think you're really giving Bryce too much shit. I think he's doing the best with the hand he was dealt. He has a weapon. I'll give him credit. He has a weapon in Tet, and he has Rico Dowdle that can help. But it's like he doesn't get time in the pocket to do anything. He does when he has time. He shows glimpses of being pretty solid. I actually right now have him in a comparison, and it's strictly because of one thing. I have Bryce Young to Tony Romo, because the equivalent of they play bad for 2 quarters and then all of a sudden in the second half they lead their team into a spot where they can win another game-winning drive. It's just it's almost insane to me how you can play so bad to start a game, and then in the second half you set your team up to like be in position to win.
The reason why I don't think that Bryce Young is like that good, or even really good at all. Bryce Young had 2 things missing. The first is his intangibles, and by that I mean he's extremely small. You just can't be that height and be a quarterback. There's very, very, very few. Like Drew Brees.
Ask Kyler Murray.
Yeah, exactly, right? Kyler just got benched for Jacoby Brissett for the year. So, but like outside of that, he also played at Alabama. And sometimes you can get good Alabama quarterbacks, but the biggest problem is you're so surrounded by talent that like you're just made to look good. Tua is an example of this. Mac Jones is an example of this. A lot of these guys look great in college and they get to the NFL and it's like, well, surprise, if I don't have a criminally insane roster around me, I'm mid. But outside of that, the only other thing I had was I thought Jordan Love looked kind of mid. Josh Jacobs was doing really well. I think he had 17 carries, but I would have given him like 25 or 30. I really think if you just gave him more carries that game, then they probably win, but they just didn't give it the ball to him enough.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing I want to take out of this game that really sucks is Tucker Kraft, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tucker Kraft might be the most sad injury of the weekend. By far.
Are we sure about that?
For some of us, yes. For others, not so much.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm completely saying that to be an asshole just to move right into this game because I don't really care.
Before, literally the only note I had for this game is when does Toyotathon start for Jordan Love? It's mid-November, so it's what, basically a week and a half or 2. Yeah, I have it on my screen right now. It's mid-November 2025. So basically in 10 to 14 days, we're going to see Jordan Love fucking pick it up. Because after this, we're just Jordan Love was not good. We're just waiting on Toyotathon. That's the only thing that I have for this.
Well,
Yeah.
and we did have a monumental moment this weekend because obviously outside of that terrible Jordan Love game, we have the first NFL quarterback that is going to have to leave the sport and he's going to be pursuing professional gaming. Kyler Murray is going to become a professional COD player after getting benched for Jacoby Brissett probably. So shout out Kyler, may he have a successful career in esports.
Maybe they benched him because COD comes out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's that. Listen, Kyler's
Big
got
brain.
bigger things on his plate.
Clearly. Big brain.
Big brain.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
he's got bigger things on his mind, man.
Now that I successfully got Retro's blood boiling with that fucking rage bait comment, let's just move right over to top host versus bottom host here. Jules, I gotta ask you a question, dude.
Yep.
Did you have to buy a new belt?
Did
you have to buy a new belt?
Well, we had to buy a new belt after the first half when Sam Darnold had a passer rating of 158.3, 286 passing yards, 16 of 16. Yes, we did.
Oh, you're so close. It's 282 and 4 touchdowns.
My bad. I was off by a little bit, and it's very funny.
But what makes me here's the thing that makes me laugh about this. 16 for 16, 282 yards and 4 touchdowns. You know what his entire game stat line was?
330.
21 for 24, 330, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. In the second half, this man went 5 for 8 with just under 50 yards and a pick.
He did his best JJ McCarthy impression. Just hand the ball off, and he just did reminiscence, saying, "Hey, you guys replaced me with a handoff merchant. Let me do my impression of what JJ McCarthy was doing at Michigan, and just hand the
He
ball
did
off
do
to Zach
something that
Charbonnet."
shocked me. He did do something that shocked me. He did find 7 different receivers this game. So he
Yeah.
does know that there are other guys to throw to besides JSN and Cooper Kupp.
And I was very proud of that. Shout out to Elijah Arroyo. Shout out to Torrey Horton. Everybody's clicking on all cylinders. And it just, before you bitch and moan, retro, just going back to what I said about this team at the beginning of the year. Again, everybody said, "Oh, the Hawks aren't going to be anything good," and there's a whole bunch of question marks. It's funny that my basketball takes can now go to my football takes, and maybe it's just I don't know any ball, Justin, because I was saying that this Seahawks team could make a legitimate run, and now everybody's telling me that this is one of the best teams in the NFC, but I don't know ball. But Retro, please go ahead.
Hey, I said you guys were going to be a wild card team, but let me move over. You calm down. You can bring your level back down to normal. Retro, can I ask you why Dan Quinn is your 13th reason, and should Dan Quinn and Adam Peters both be fired?
No, I mean, I'm not going to overreact that hard, but I agree. I don't know what in the world he was thinking having Jaden in down by that much. Firstly, congratulations. You did beat our bench. That's a hard game. I know that it's very exciting that you were able to dominate our bench, and I'm very happy for you. I don't know if that'll translate to Sam Darnold being good in the playoffs, given that Darnold had the
They're still professional athletes. Sorry you got waxed, but here's my big question. Here's my big question for you. Here's my big question for you, Retro.
13 wins last year, and then they lost in the first round. They had to play because Sam Darnold's a terrorist in the playoffs. So I guess we'll see what happens there.
Retro, let me ask you a question. Is there any way, shape, or form that Marcus Mariota should not have started the second half of that game?
No, he should have been starting that game. But yeah, no, there's no reason for Jaden to still be in. I mean, Dan Quinn said it himself that he didn't think about it. But you're the head coach.
Dan Quinn didn't think. That was the problem.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, as far as this game, obviously we got dominated. True, our bench is not as good as their starters. I can definitely agree to that. JD5, his season's over. It sucks and it's awful, but I'm just happy that it's his non-throwing arm. So. That's good. There's no long-term career damage. Lattimore, he had an ACL tear, so he's done. His career's over. LMC, he had a collarbone break that will end his season. Luke is still young though. I think a collarbone break is easily recoverable, so he'll have the offseason to recover and be praying for that as well. Other things I saw, JSN is really good. I think everybody knows that, but again, just JSN doing JSN things. For sure. Our field is cursed. This field needs to be destroyed and nuked and meteored. When people talk about the meteor hitting the stadium, that genuinely needs to happen. Our stadium needs to get hit by a meteor. This is the worst field in the league. This is the worst stadium in the league. It's not close. It needs to be destroyed. Outside of that, there's a few other things I had. I had that both teams' run games look solid. Like our run game actually was pretty all right. JD was most of our run game, but he looked good running the football. Shout out Nick Emenwari. He got baptized by Zach Ertz. So welcome to the NFL. Zach Ertz absolutely destroyed him on a catch, just mossed him. Emenwari looked kind of weak. But welcome to the NFL, Rook. There's a veteran.
Welcome to the NFL, Trey Amos, getting his ankles broken by the best wide receiver in the league. So we can go one-on-one with that. Anyways, we want to go ahead and change.
So we're not. Hey, relax. We're not going to go band for band. We're just gonna gonna agree to move on because Retro can rant and say that he's not going to complain that his team is injured, but his team is injured, and that's the reason. It doesn't matter.
I only had two other things to say. So the other thing was
you add two things after you said you have one thing to add every time. Just because it's Washington.
I only have two other things. So Seattle got 4 sacks on our line. Our line is terrible. That is something. Even with our line healthy, it's really bad. I think the main reason is Josh Connerly. That guy is just not good. Like, I understand it's his rookie year. That was just a bad pick. Like, we should not have taken him. Laramie Tunsil looks great, which is good news for us, but Josh Connerly does not. So we'll have to fix that. We can do that through the draft. And then the last thing I have here, Tress Way is still the GOAT. I think he had like a 63-yard punt. Tress Way, he was averaging like 52 yards a punt.
That is my punters.
I was gonna say, all right, we're just done now.
We're done.
Retro, I would love to. I'm gonna Kanye you right now. I'd love to let you finish, but when you start glazing a punter, you know your team is bad. We're just gonna stop talking about them.
For those who do not know, Tress Way is my favorite player of all time, and the reason is because he has been with my team.
Because he sounds like he played D1 lacrosse.
He's been with my team for over a decade. He's never left, and he's a hell of a punter. That
he's
guy
definitely a North Carolina lacrosse guy, Justin. Definitely.
Every time,
I don't know what. I swear, Tress Way, bro, just screams, "I came from money." But anyway,
dude, every time he punts the ball, he flips the field. That guy.
All right, again.
So we're gonna move from one quarterback who was arguably flawless and only threw 3 incompletions to one who should be but can't seem to throw the football into the end zone. We're going to move on to the guy who owns Patrick Mahomes when games don't matter. True.
Josh Allen played fucking great. 23 for 26, 273 yards. But can he throw a touchdown pass? Like,
have you guys ever seen Wolf of Wall Street before?
Uh-huh.
Your tangents tonight are starting to piss me off.
Do you know the scene? You know the scene where Matthew McConaughey is introducing him to Wall Street, and he says, "It's all fugazi, it's all fake." This is what these regular season games are, because every single year, Josh Allen, I think he's 5-1 against Mahomes in the regular season now, 0-4 in the playoffs. Every single year, and I'm starting to believe that Kansas City does this on purpose. Josh Allen beats Mahomes in a close game in the regular season, and everybody's like, "Uh-oh, it's Josh Allen's year. He's finally going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs," and every year we're disappointed. It's not happening.
You don't get to talk fugazi because the way that you talked about your team reaching the Super Bowl this year just okay.
Well, two things. No, Retro, we're going to let that simmer. We're just going to let that simmer.
I didn't say we're going to make the Super Bowl before the season started. I said we were going to lose in the divisional to the Eagles. That's what I said.
Regardless. My things is that it's funny that everybody wants to tush-push ban for Jalen Hurts when Josh Allen is the real tush-push merchant. When we're talking about total touchdowns, Justin, I am in agreement with you on that, 110%. Second thing is Patrick Mahomes needs to be out of the MVP conversation. Absolutely. He needs to be...
Isn't he still like 3rd or 4th in voting?
He's top 5. He was first up until this game. He goes 15 of 34, 250 yards. So that's a sub 50% completion percentage. And again, for Patrick Mahomes against this defense, I've been on record. This defense hasn't been really that great this year. Sub 50% for an all-time great against this type of defense is disgusting. It's fucking horrible. And
50 completions on 31 attempts.
Jules, just so you know, Mahomes is currently 2nd in MVP odds behind Josh Allen.
He needs to get way lower. We need to be.
Here's the thing: how are either one of them in the conversation? And we're going to get to the guys that should be in the conversation, but got just exposed this week. The 2 Colts players should definitely be top 5, and I think we're probably all in agreement that it's those 2. If we had,
it should be 1 Colts.
2.
1 Colts.
The fact that you can't agree to the second one is insane to me.
We'll get there when we'll get there. I disagree on both of those, but I think Mahomes shouldn't be. I think that Mahomes should not be in this conversation. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Can I ask, is JSN even in the conversation? Because this man should be.
No.
JSN, yes, he is. I'll tell you in a second. I have the odds up.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I know we're tangenting off this game because nobody really wants to talk about it. It's two teams that should be fucking putting on a banger, and it was just a letdown.
JSN is tied for 16th in MVP odds.
That's fucking disgusting. But with this is what I was talking about a little bit before when now the Kansas City Chiefs are quote unquote at full strength. They got Rashi back, they have Hollywood Brown back, and so basically they were beating up on these bad teams to get themselves back to 500, and now they're losing against again the more legitimate teams to where we're going back to what we were talking about in week 1, where Kansas City isn't the same. And even though we were on agreement, Josh Allen only plays against the Chiefs in the regular season. We've had this take for a while. Is that this might be the year that KC doesn't even make the fucking playoffs, and we can unironically thank the Colts for probably doing that, and hopefully the Chargers and Broncos help this out as well. Because just looking at their schedule going forward, just for the Chiefs, Broncos next week, Colts after that, the Cowboys will probably win, the Texans will probably win. Then it's the Chargers again. Then it's the Titans, probably a win, the Broncos, and then the Raiders. So it's going to be the skin of their teeth. So it's going to have to be somebody within the other realms of the divisions that need to
what's their record?
break. They're 5-4.
5-4, yeah.
So they'll finish 10-7, and they'll break as like the 7th seed.
Hey, Justin, I might be changing my take. I need somebody in the AFC North to fucking get that second wild card, because you guys are winning the division.
You better tell Baltimore to pick it up then.
I was gonna say as well, because we were talking about MVP odds. Right now, tied for 16th is Christian McCaffrey and JSN. They are both at 16th right now, and in 15th is Aaron Rodgers.
That's gross.
Well, let's just segue into 3 guys in the top 15, because I'm done with this game. This game is a letdown. This is a primetime game that is supposed to be everything we want and more in football. And we have 2 of the top 4 elite quarterbacks in the NFL that just don't want to. I don't. Like I said, we talked about it. This year has been weird, to say the least. To keep it as PG as possible, this year has been weird. Yeah, weird. Speaking of weird, the 7-2 now Colts playing Pittsburgh. These 2 teams don't belong as front runners. Neither one, and I'm a fan of one of them. Neither one belongs to be a front runner. Daniel Jones, 31 for 50, 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. A lot of people are saying that this game has knocked him out of MVP talks because of the 3 picks. He still threw for 340 and only had 1 touchdown. But yes, 3 picks is kind of crucial against a beat-up defense. So it's like, I don't know.
There's a reason why people say that. It's because, again, Fugazi, that 340 yards, thank you for the garbage time yards, Daniel Jones. We didn't ask. We needed you to do that when it mattered. I don't care about the garbage time yards. What this game proved is that Daniel Jones is on the exact level, maybe a little higher, as Mac Jones, which is if Jonathan Taylor doesn't have 25 to 30 touches a game and he isn't having ungodly yards every single game, the first game we see Jonathan Taylor not pop off,
I'm just gonna cut you off, because as someone who watched this game, that's just simply not true. Because
that's what happened.
Daniel Jones in the first half was picking apart our defense to Alec Pierce very nicely. It's just they couldn't finish the drive. That's just what it was.
It was okay, but
it's not like this is a lot of garbage time. Like, he was hitting a lot of 10 to 15 yard routes to Alec Pierce.
My main point is the last part, because the last thing you said, they couldn't finish the drives. It's because Jonathan couldn't get anything going. When JT can't get things going, they will not win the game. Like that. That's not you cannot say, "Hey, Daniel Jones, I need you to go win me the football game." You can't do that because he won't.
Bryce Young will lead you a game-winning drive into field goal range to fucking get you a win.
So three things on my end. One, Daniel Jones. If you guys remember what I said a couple of weeks back when I was watching a couple of the Colts games, everything was basically underneath routes or giving it to Jonathan Taylor. So everything was within the first down check marker down, and maybe a little bit check downs and all this kind of stuff. To your point, Justin, what I think Pittsburgh did really well was take all of that away and make Daniel Jones physically beat you. And when you're basically selling out on Jonathan Taylor and you're selling out on underneath routes and you're telling Daniel Jones to beat you in the middle of the field and he can't do
He
it.
can't.
That was what I was saying when the Colts, I think, going into the playoffs are going to be first round exits. This was the same thing that the Minnesota Vikings were last year. The Colts are now this iteration of that Minnesota Vikings last year. Two, again, I think the Colts, what they need to now establish is trying to get Jonathan Taylor way more involved in the receiving game, because yes, he's the leader in the rushing and he's a workhorse, but making him a dual threat for Daniel Jones, just like how Saquon and him were dual threats in the backfield on the Giants, would tremendously help Daniel Jones being able to create a way better spread of the offense, going more horizontal and then working up instead of more of these check down stuff. Because again, if an injured Pittsburgh Steelers team is taking that away, you're fucked.
I'd actually like to know Retro's thought on that, becoming more of a dual running back, because if I do recall, we did a certain podcast last night, and he talked about a guy who he'd like to stop being a dual threat when it comes to the playmaking side of things. So I just want to hear, when you're the superstar of your team and you're being asked to do all of this, what does it change for the certain man we talked about last night and Jonathan Taylor to be dual threat versus just, hey, you just need to fucking do the thing?
Yeah, well, basketball and football are, of course, different sports, and Jonathan Taylor being a receiving and rushing back would be nothing but beneficial. So
being a two-way, so you're saying being a two-way player in football versus being a two-way player in basketball would be a completely different thing.
Well, because what's like the downside to him? So if Jonathan Taylor just said,
consistency, Retro, come on.
Actually, you're comparing different sports, but actually, no, I'm down to talk about consistency. What I said last night is that certain player needs to keep the ball more often, and if Jonathan Taylor became a two-way, guess what he would be doing? Keeping the ball more often. So actually, I agree with you. Completely consistent. Yes, they both should do what I suggested. Yes, agreed. They should both keep the ball more. Jonathan Taylor should be getting the ball more. I agree with you.
You were foul.
Yeah, and
literally the only knots I have on this game are literally Daniel Jones's stats. This knocked him out of the MVP talks because of a garbage time bullshit, and then Pittsburgh's defense keeping JT in check. The fact that he couldn't get over, I don't even think he got over 50 or 55 yards. I think he was capped at 54 maybe. So that's just impressive.
I'll let you go, Jules. I just had two things real quick, very fast. The first is that Jaylen Warren looked terrible last night. I think the run games for teams were really bad, which I really didn't expect that. The other thing was that Pittsburgh had 5 sacks and Indy had 3. It was kind of an offensive line disaster class across the board. But Laiatu Latu had 2.5 sacks. He went crazy.
Yeah.
So shout out Laiatu Latu.
Bless you, first off.
For the Jonathan Taylor thing for receiving, I'm just saying, going on Football Reference really quick. Throughout this whole year, his receiving high has been 50 yards, but it's been on 2 attempts, but it's been 27, 50, 16, 20, 20, 14, 38, 21, and 12, all on 4 or 5 less attempts. So making him a legitimate dual threat back to help Daniel Jones, I think, would be beneficial for them going forward. And also the consistency argument of what you said, Justin, about him taking out of the MVP talks, because this is the exact same shit that they did with fucking Baker Mayfield this last week, and I think it's fucking disgusting. But we can go forward.
Well, I don't know if Bake had 2 bad weeks in a row. I don't know if that disqualifies him, but the main reason why I think it probably does is because the best quarterback in the league by a country mile this year has been Matthew Stafford, and if he just continues to be consistent for the rest of the year, he'll win the MVP.
Who I was talking about for my MVP.
Right? Yeah. He's been.
I know we wanted to try to talk about the Niners game, but we can literally just brush past it because we're going to sound like broken records at this point, talking about Mac Jones and any 49ers quarterback being a CMC merchant and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
The only other notable thing, and I brought it up to Jules earlier, was the I can't even get it out without saying it. The Bears game. So the Bears win this game. Happy for me. Great. Um, most Joe Flacco stat line ever in a loss: 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Like,
Yeah.
Literally.
And you know what the craziest thing is? Chicago did win this game. Not because Caleb Williams was good, because he sucked, but because his running back had 170 rushing yards.
his
I have never seen a
backup
man
running back. His
Yeah, I
backup
was going
running
to
back.
say, I have never seen a man get more carried by. Not only did the backup running back have 170 yards, but Joe Flacco turned back the clock in the same game. That was one of the strangest games I think we've seen in a
That
long
last
time.
5 minutes of that game was the most entertaining football I've seen in a long time.
I
But
agree
I wanted to touch
100%.
on one. I wanted to touch on one other game. This is going to be unfortunately because Jules and I have a narrative, but I do have to point this out to stay consistent. Minnesota, they beat Detroit, and JJ McCarthy did not look awful. He didn't look great, but he is better than Carson Wentz. I think that much is true. I want to point out that division is so comp that it's ridiculous. Like, even the bad teams in the division, the Bears and the Vikings, can still kind
The bad teams. The bad teams.
yeah, I mean, they're bad, but they can still win though. I also think that as far as the Lions are concerned, there were some concerns. Jahmyr Gibbs looked awful in that game. That can't happen in the playoffs, or it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Minnesota's run game dominated them during that game. I think that's another problem. And then each team had 5 sacks. The Lions allowing 5 sacks is not good. It's just the Lions showed a lot of weaknesses against the Detroit team, or not a Detroit team, a Minnesota team that you're not even going to be seeing in the playoffs. So you better be careful because this NFC is deep this year.
So my comments on this again, JJ McCarthy just handing the ball off and making Aaron Jones look really fucking good. First time this whole year, and I know Retro and we talked about the Aaron Jones thing off screen. Regardless,
I like Aaron Jones.
I hate Aaron Jones. No, well, yeah. Again, why he's not good? Just because he's fucking hurt all the time. My thing with the receiving, I disagree with the Carson Wentz thing because with Carson Wentz, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are actually looking like comparable wide receivers. Now Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are going to outside to block for Aaron Jones, which they're not used to doing, instead of running streaks and running corners and getting opportunities for themselves. Carson Wentz was able to do that. JJ McCarthy's running out to his right and checking it down every time. So it's night and day because of the skill sets. And if JJ McCarthy can, progress, which he won't, but if he can progress into actually rating a defense, that's good for them. But seeing Justin Jefferson block for a fucking living compared to Jamar Chase with a Joe Flacco at the helm and T. Higgins with Joe Flacco at the helm is nasty work.
No, I mean, I don't disagree. I just think that Carson Wentz is a terrorist because he throws so many picks. Like, JJ McCarthy's a handoff merchant, yes, but at least he doesn't throw.
Call him a terrorist if you're not agreeing to Dan Snyder being a terrorist.
Dan Snyder is a terrorist. Hold on. You think that I would ever say that Dan Snyder is anything less than a demon sent by the devil specifically to torment Washington for 2 decades?
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
You will not find me defending Daniel. I don't think I've ever met a single person that defends Mr. Snyder's ownership of the Washington. Well, I guess we were the football team. We were the Commanders. Like, we were everything.
Well, that was when you were at your peak, when you were a nameless team. I'm just saying.
I kind of like the Washington football team, honestly. I kind of want to keep that. We shouldn't have been the football team. We should have been the football club. We should have been the Washington football club.
You don't play soccer.
Yeah, but the thing is, way back in like the early, like the 40s, they had football clubs. They were called like the Green Bay.
Plumber ball.
That's what they should have called us, bro. I wanted to be the WFC, the Washington Football Club.
Moving on swiftly, please. Jesus fuck.
Right. that's
That a
just
Taylor
gonna
Swift reference or no?
that's gonna wrap up our coverage of the week, because there was, like I said, I mean, we picked a really interesting season to start doing this podcast, because this year has just been absolutely a cluster
Wild.
fucking.
Yeah.
So we'll move on.
For some reason, the AFC decided to become shit, and the NFC decided to become good. I don't know what that was about.
Well, we saw glimpses of that last year, where we knew the NFC was coming out hot this year. We knew it.
That's
Like, so
the Rams and Eagles were getting nasty.
yeah, Rams, Eagles. It was just, I mean, even Green Bay showed the highlights. Detroit having ungodly amounts of wins the last 3 years for Detroit.
Washington
But
each
we're not
division
talking about Washington
with a
anymore.
rookie
Anyway,
quarterback.
all right. Well, we're gonna move on to my favorite part of the show. It's me pitting you two against each other for the most part, and watching you guys just squirm a little bit. Like I said, one pick three, cut five, and then two process of elimination kind of trivia situations, kind of like the Joe Burrow one from the other week, where you guys had to do the receivers. So this week's pick three, cut five, I told you last night that we're doing past and present. So past and present receiver duos. This is gross. Just to keep it a buck with you.
Okay.
The first one is Malik Neighbors and OBJ.
Oh, cut. What? That's terrible.
Cut.
Yeah,
Cut.
that's terrible.
That was probably the most. This one and maybe the next one might be the layups on this list.
Okay.
DK and Hines Ward.
Also, well, Hines Ward's really good, but that's still cut. That's a good duo.
All right. CD's Nuts and Michael Irvin.
Oh, that's a great duo. 88 and 88. Oh, man. I don't know. That's a really, Jules, that's a really...
immediately in cut mode.
Cut.
You don't think that's a top 10 receiver, and then CD is top 5 in the NFL right now.
Mid. Mid.
I don't know, bro.
Chili.
Okay.
Mid.
Jules, you have to think here, right? Because obviously we're going to get Randy Moss and Jettas, and that's going to be an instant key. But outside of that, who do you like? What, Jamar Chase and AJ Green, Jerry Rice and Ricky Pearsall? What else are
Jerry Rice and Ricky Pearsall?
Well, I don't know. You have to do past and present. What the 49ers' best receiver right now is Pearsall.
I'm telling you, there's better ones.
I guess we'll cut. All right.
Next is Brandon Ayuk and Jerry Rice.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's just mid. Like, that's just mid. Brandon Ayuk brings that down so far.
This is the biggest debatable one, though, is because you're turning down the GOAT.
It is what it is, bro. Last night we took Jordan and Giddy, and we regret it.
I made sure that this was in here because of Jordan and Giddy.
Yeah, which just... Well,
all right,
I'm
four straight cuts, and probably the right time for you to have it. Nico Collins, Andre Johnson.
That's that. None of these have been better than CD Irvin, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm taking Nico. And Andre.
Uh,
I mean, we kind of have to, since we only have one cut left, so we kind of have to. Yeah.
Keeping this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Jamar Chase and AJ Green.
I knew this was
like you watch TikTok and you see other guys that literally just did this.
I know there's one more that I want. There's one more that I want, and hopefully you know ball and you put this on here because I will fight for this duo, and hopefully you have it. I want to keep this.
So are we using our last cut here?
No, you're keeping Jamar and AJ?
I want to keep this.
Oh, you're keeping it? All right. JSN and Doug Baldwin.
Cut.
All right.
Sure. I like Doug Baldwin. I love Doug Baldwin. JSN's a GOAT, but
CD and Michael Irvin are still the best wide receiver duo that's been named yet.
Probably, but I would say we probably still got two of the best three.
Well, what's the last one, Justin?
God,
who's our?
Can't believe I was smart enough to keep the Vikings receivers off this list.
Daggone it.
You got Jay Jettis and Randy Moss. You're good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So if we would have just taken
So-
CD and Michael,
so-
we would have been fine.
So the one that I wanted you to do was Julio and Drake London. I would have fought my ass off to keep them.
Yeah, I would have been fine with that. But CD and Michael was so obvious because I was like,
Nah.
the best receivers
Give
in
me
the league
Drake
right
and Julio over those two bums.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
this
in
is-
power. I
this
was
is-
right. I would have
This
gotten
has
it.
become my new favorite one, just to test your ball knowledge, since we're the We Don't Know Ball podcast. We did it with Joe Burrow. Excuse me. We did it with Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to another quarterback who has thrown to 38 different receivers.
Oh
Holy
my god, I told you to fucking shorten this, motherfucker, god damn it. Fuck.
38 different receivers since his debut at OSU. Who do we think it is?
It's fucking Justin Fields.
It is Justin Fields.
It's fucking Justin, okay. Garrett, Chris, Marv.
Hold on. Slow your ass down.
Whoa. Why?
Garrett,
I know my goat.
Yep.
Garrett?
Garrett, yes.
Chris,
Olave, yes.
Marv.
No Maserati Marv with him.
He was in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, but I think he was a freshie.
He was not. He does not have a receiving touchdown from Justin Fields. I looked.
JSN.
That means, well, no, he wouldn't have.
JSN, yes.
Wow. Oh, because JSN. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The GOAT, Cade Stover.
That's
Not on the list.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a free one and go for Brees Hall.
Am I thinking about? No, I'm thinking about
He
2
does
years
not
with
have
fucking.
a touchdown pass to Brees Hall.
I'm thinking. No. Cade Stover. I'm thinking to fucking CJ Stroud. My bad.
DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Yep, DJ Moore off. By the
Cole
way,
Kmet.
this has his pro stuff on here too. Cole Kmet gone.
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney gone.
No.
Junze went there when Caleb Williams went there, right? So
I think so. Yeah, because they were in the same class.
Yeah.
Tyreek Cohen. Did they ever have Tyreek Cohen? I thought he did.
DeAndre Swift.
That's a good one. That's what I was thinking of.
Nope.
No.
What?
Pat Fryermuth.
Pat Fryermuth is on here.
He was also on the field.
There he is.
George Pickens?
Nope.
Nope.
Wow.
Because he loves his tight ends. That's why I was selling Cade Stover.
Jalen Warren?
Nope.
Najee Harris?
Nope.
Oh my
No.
gosh, dude.
All he did was rush the ball and throw to his tight ends. I'm trying to think of the fucking running backs that we had.
I am gonna laugh though. There is a Steelers receiver on here that he didn't throw a touchdown to on the Steelers. He's no longer on the Steelers, but he threw it to him on a different team.
But he had to be a Bear then.
Yep.
Wide receiver, you said?
Yep.
Who was their wide receiver threes in fucking here?
I'm trying to think of who.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked Jules isn't knocking this list out faster.
I'm trying to think of who he had at OSU right now, and it's like escaping my mind.
No, because Justin might go.
Did he ever complete a touchdown pass to Julian Fleming while he was there?
Nope.
No.
Fleming was a little bit later.
No, I know Fleming was on that team. I just don't know if he was.
There's so many weird names on this list too.
Oh wait, didn't he have JMO? Like Jameson Williams? Didn't Jameson
Williams gone?
Yeah.
JMO was there. Yes, that's fact.
I forgot about that.
Fuck. Wait, when did Justin Fields came out in 20, right?
19 and 20 are the 2 years at OSU. 19 and 20 are the 2 years at OSU.
I was gonna say he played 2020 to 20.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think about
Jules,
who's on that fucking
think about.
Go ahead.
There was a dude with my name. Not my last name, my first name. Trey Sermon?
No.
You think Trevor
Trey
Simeon?
Sermon was on the team but did not catch a touchdown from him.
Okay.
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, true.
J.K. Dobbins off the board.
That's actually a good pull.
Who else?
By the way, Jules, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 tight ends I'm counting on this list still.
Yeah, I knew fucking tight ends were gonna be that. Fucking
Maybe
Eagles legend Master Teague.
Who?
Master Teague? Did you not catch one from him? No shit. Fuck. He was a running back at OSU.
I have a guy in my mind. I'm gonna try it. He was like, everybody called him "Take It to the Houseman." Is it Jake Houseman? Did he have one?
Jake Houseman, yes.
Take It to the Houseman, Jake
I'm
Houseman.
I'm trying to think of that fucking 2019 team against that fraud ass Clemson team. Fuck you, Trevor Lawrence. Steel Chambers.
Nope.
No? What?
Did you guys even have running backs on this roster? Like, I don't even know.
No, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, but outside of
there is a fullback on this list that I'm seeing.
A fullback is diabolical.
I know he didn't.
He's still active in the NFL too.
He didn't have Z.
Nasty.
And there are 2, maybe 3 running backs on here still.
Ew.
No, there's
a good mix of a lot of position on here still.
Nuh-uh.
What?
Trying to think of tight ends.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Like what? Fucking motherfucker.
Trying to think of tight end.
Wait,
not tight ends.
just because we did this shit.
You guys have only gotten 10 names, just so we're clear.
Yeah. Because we did this shit last time. Was there any defensive players?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Trying to think of players with really memorable there was a guy. I remember his last name was Cope. I don't remember what his first name is, but I know his last name's Cope.
No.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players. 4 Steelers on here still.
4 Steelers, Jesus fucking.
But like I said, the one Steeler he didn't throw to in Pittsburgh.
Does he have a touchdown to Chase Claypool?
He does. That would be the Steeler that he got for the Bears. Chase Claypool.
Mapletron. He had Mapletron. Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's fucking gross. I hate Chase Claypool.
If you guys will like, I will give you one name off the list I don't think you guys are going to name.
Okay.
Sure.
Jesper Horsted.
That's a good point. Yeah, I
fucking
would not have named
who?
Some of these Ohio State names are crazy.
Yeah, because like our tight ends weren't like necessarily fucking like unbelievable.
I'm gonna take out the names of the guys I don't think you're gonna get, and I'm gonna leave the guys that have NFL track behind them. So Jalen Gill.
Okay.
Marcus Crowley.
Okay.
Austin Mack.
Yeah.
Jeremy Ruckert.
I remember.
I was thinking of Ruckert. That's what I was thinking.
I'm leaving that one because that's a college guy that Jules definitely should get because I knew him before the fucking list. Connor Hayward will be coming off this list as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's honestly about it. I think for college, you still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 guys.
21 guys. Fucking Christ.
Oh, I can hear. Sorry, I'll drop it down one more. I'll take Jakeem Grant out of here.
Jakeem Grant. Ew. Ew. You said
I'll
there's a
give you the
guy in
free-
Ohio State that I should get?
I would assume so.
Is it a tight end?
I don't believe so.
A wide receiver?
He has a very common white name, and it's spelled very, very weirdly.
What?
I'll give you a freebie. One of the guys on this list's brother is a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
Oh, is it Amon-Ra St. Brown's brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
what's
forgot.
Um,
Amike or something like that.
Isn't it like Aquavius or like
Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys
Okay.
about 5 more minutes on this, and we're gonna move to the other one.
Is it fucking
I still got
weird?
two-
It's Luke, right? Luke Farrell, right?
Luke Farrell off the board.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I knew it was Luke, but I'm like, that's who I've been trying to think of for fucking like 8 minutes.
There's still two active Steelers on this list.
Active Steelers.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh, bro. Nuh-uh.
When did
Aaron
you guys
Rodgers-
get?
Oh,
Yeah.
did he throw a touchdown to Juju?
No.
No.
Okay.
The fact that you just
Hell no.
active Steelers Juju is crazy.
Yeah.
One of these guys is Rodgers' favorite target right now.
Gianno Smith.
The other one.
Who's your guys' other tight end? Fat boy,
Darnell
right?
Washington.
Yes, Darnell.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80, right?
He's the tall one, right? He's like 6'7" or something.
Yeah, he's massive. I'll take the other Steeler off the board because I don't think you're getting CA3.
Did you say he was massive?
You guys weren't going to
CA3?
get you guys weren't going to get Calvin Austin third.
Whoa. Probably, you're right.
Let's see here. Two of these guys are known for being Jaguars.
Jags?
Two of these guys are known for being Jaguars. One of these guys that I think you should name on here is a former Packer tight end.
Yeah, no offense to the Jaguars, bro, but no one has paid attention to that poverty
Okay, well,
team.
one of these guys is very notable for... He's one of their most notable tight ends.
Mercedes or something?
Mercedes Lewis, yeah.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's a pull. There we go.
Let's see here. The one of these guys was a tight end for the Steelers. Old gunslinger type name. Like from the Wild West.
Heath Miller. No, I'm playing.
That's funny.
Wayne something?
No.
I love Heath Miller, though.
I'm just going to take him off. You're not getting him. Jesse James.
Oh!
He threw
what?
to
You're the
Jesse
guy named
fucking
Jesse
James? I know.
That's
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 disgusting.
hard. That's hard. I wish he was good, so he could be like
Retro. One of the guys on this list, you do glaze him and his running back duo partner quite heavily on our podcast. You mentioned his running back duo partner this week already, too.
David Montgomery?
David Montgomery!
Okay, there we go. Okay. Glaze David Montgomery. I do glaze Jahmyr Gibbs sometimes. But
You do glaze Sonic and Knuckles a lot on this podcast.
I do. As a duo, that's true. I do.
The fullback you guys aren't going to get is Andrew Beck, active in the league.
Ew. Fuck.
Who does he play for? The Shanghai Sharks?
He was on the Texans. I believe he's now on the Jets.
So he plays for the Shanghai Sharks.
He's actually a top 3 fullback in the NFL.
He went from the Shanghai Sharks to the Guangzhou Tigers. That's where he went.
Got it. One of these guys was a running back for the Panthers at one point in his career.
So
Rudy
is he not
Sanders?
current?
I'm just gonna start taking names off the board. Khalil Herbert.
Oh, I actually should have known that. Cool,
Man, I feel like there's 3 names here that should be gotten.
Well, Justin Fields has played for 50 teams, bro. It's hard to keep track.
Oh, yeah, he's played for 50. Mind you that 38 different receivers and a majority of his touchdowns were in college.
Yeah, well, that's because no team gets
So, fake OSU fan here.
Well, I would like to point out OSU is...
And you watch college football more than you watch any other sport, so...
Sure.
Jules, the guy I was trying to give you earlier was Benjamin Victor.
Yeah, no one knows
idea who that is, bro.
No one knows that guy.
He was his 3rd most targeted receiver at OSU.
Yeah, and no one has ever heard of him. Okay.
That's fair. We can be done with it. The guys you're missing are KJ Hill, Velus Jones Jr., N'Keal Harry.
Oh, I should have
N'Keal Harry we should have got.
Yeah. Jesus.
See? You don't know ball. Your phone even knows it. Follow our voice. I can't wait to not clip this out and just put this in the podcast.
I can't believe that my phone just decided to go nah.
Michael Jordan's better than LeBron James. He's a better player.
You're just slow. Byron Pringle.
Pringle I should have got.
I actually know Pringle, yeah.
Damian Berg.
No.
That sounds familiar.
Tyler Johnson.
No.
That does not.
DJ Chark Jr.
Oh, I should have gotten.
No.
Yeah, DJ Chark was actually
Yeah, that's
good.
the one I thought was the layup that you guys were waiting on.
Oh my god. I totally forgot he was a Bear.
DJ Chark was genuinely good for like 2 years, and I forgot about him.
Tyler Scott.
I should have got that one.
The former Packer tight end was Robert Tonyan.
Oh,
I should have got that one too. Fuck.
And the last name on the list I have is Dante Pettis.
Nah, would not have gotten Dante.
I know the name.
All right, so the last one is kind of similar, almost the same amount of names, but you guys should fly through this one. In the theme of Halloween just passing, Myles Garrett is famously known for loving Halloween, and he wore a costume as the Grim Reaper, and on the cape of the Grim Reaper, he listed all the quarterbacks he sacked in the league. 33 names that Myles Garrett has sacked. Go slow so I can delete them.
Did he sack Tom Brady?
He did sack Tom Brady.
Okay.
Lamar
Jackson.
Drake May.
He has not sacked Drake May.
I'm sorry, did he not get like 5 sacks against the Patriots, or am I tripping?
He did not sack Drake May.
What? Wait, did this not happen like 2 weeks ago where he played the Patriots and got 5 sacks? Am I going insane?
He's not on the list.
I need to check for my sanity.
Maybe this was like he already made the costume and this was like prior to him, you know.
Oh no, because his costume had 31 names on it, and I went and found there were 2 more that got added to it in his sack total.
No shit. Okay, so Joe Burrow.
Burrow is on here.
Okay, he did sack Drake May 5 times. I just checked.
So 34 names. Trevor Lawrence.
34 names. Trevor Lawrence not on the list.
That's
disgusting.
Crazy.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco is on the list.
Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod.
He has never sacked Aaron Rodgers.
Wow. Well, that's because actually, that's kind of surprising because Aaron Rodgers typically just takes sacks so his stats don't go bad. So
there's a couple.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Never sacked Josh Allen.
Mahomes?
Mahomes is on here, yep.
Okay.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is on here.
Joe Burrow.
I already said.
Okay. I'm trying.
CJ Stroud.
Not on here.
Did you already say Justin Fields?
I did not.
Nope.
Justin Fields.
Fields is on this list.
Yeah, he's in his division. That's why I'm thinking that. Or he was.
Some of these are going to be interesting to see if you guys can come up with. I'm going to be honest.
Jake Browning.
Not on the list.
Okay.
Mason Rudolph.
That's hilarious.
True. That's
hilarious.
true.
He's actually not on the list because he didn't get the sack. He just caused the fight after.
No fucking
That's
really.
crazy. I thought he was the one who caused. I thought he was the one who sacked.
Yeah, that's funny. No, okay.
I don't think it counts half sacks.
Is Tyler Huntley on
Okay,
there?
so like full. I'm getting a whole bunch of share lives. Jesus Christ. Anyways, who else?
Hold on, I was gonna say, is Tyler Huntley on there, Justin?
Nope.
There you go.
Robert Griffin III.
Not on here. Think of his division older quarterback.
Older quarterback. What? What?
Look at the screen.
I'm looking at your screen.
His division, older quarterback.
I already said A-Rod.
No, the ones before.
Older quarterbacks.
Yeah, what? Ben Roethlisberger?
Ben Roethlisberger.
No, I was thinking of trying to like the bridge in between Roethlisberger and like.
There are a couple active still on here that you guys are missing.
Justin Herbert.
I already said.
Okay, I would just go by division. Did he sack Jaden Daniels?
No.
Has he sacked Jalen Hurts?
No.
Okay, has he sacked Dak?
He has sacked Dak. There we go.
Okay. Giants. Has he sacked Daniel Jones?
No.
Okay. Did he sack Russell Wilson?
He has sacked Russell Wilson.
Nice.
What about Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston.
There we go. Okay, now we're.
He's in the category of names that you guys might not get.
Did he sack Eli?
No. That's
okay.
a crazy gap.
I was because Miles is old.
Phil Rivers.
Rivers is out here. Retro, think close to home.
Matt Ryan, I'm thinking.
No, think close to Retro. Think close to home.
Carson Wentz.
Who's your active quarterback?
Jaden Daniels.
Who's your active quarterback? Marcus Mariota. Yep.
Mariota.
Sure. Is Matt Ryan on there?
Matt Ryan's not on here. Retro.
Okay.
Also think close to home.
Mariota.
Not actively on your team.
Is it Wentz?
No.
No.
You're close though.
Heineke?
No.
Sam Howell?
It's a good guess.
No. Retro, who was a flop quarterback for you guys that they thought was going to be the answer? War number 7, I believe.
Alex Smith?
Played at OSU as well. He's no longer with us.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins.
F in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I believe this is another crazy enough former...
Blaine Gabbert?
No Gabbert. Who did you say, Retro?
Kyle Allen?
No.
Okay.
Trying to think. Most famously known for being a Texas quarterback. Texas Longhorns quarterback.
Colt McCoy.
McCoy.
Oh, yeah. Good ball.
Colt McCoy's on the list.
No shit.
Well, yeah, that's because Washington has had quarterbacks.
Speaking of Cleveland quarterbacks, the guy who got there and was supposed to be the savior to their franchise,
Baker Mayfield.
Watson is on here. No Mayfield. This guy got benched because COD's coming out.
Tyler.
Yep.
How about Jacoby Brissett?
There is no Jacoby Brissett. Sorry.
Okay.
This guy was the first guy to be dubbed Tom Brady 2.0, and it didn't work.
Mac Jones?
He's the first guy to be dubbed.
What?
Am I tripping?
That's
Mac
right.
Jones?
Jimmy Garoppolo? Yeah.
Is Andrew Luck on there?
Andrew Luck's not on here.
Okay.
Who else is on here?
Is
Mr.
Derek Carr Derek Carr on there?
Derek Carr is on this list.
That was going to be my next guess, Retro.
Mr.
Good
Swag Surf himself.
Swag. Sir, why am I forgetting which quarterback Swag surfs?
Jesus Christ. Bro, there's no way you forgot which quarterback Swag surfs. It's the guy who probably should never do it in his life.
I don't know. Actually, I have another guess though. Cam Newton, is he on there?
Cam Newton is on this list. The fact that you're hold on. You're the fact that you don't know which quarterback Swag surfs and probably shouldn't.
Speaking of white dudes,
I was wrong about the guy that replaced him this year.
oh wait. Wait, fucking Penix?
And then who did he replace?
Oh, Kirko.
Was it?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
because all I saw in my mind when you said that was
All right.
I'm sorry.
Kirko absolutely earned the swag from Swag Surf.
Shut up.
That has got him a chain, bro.
The first,
he earned
the first Bears quarterback that Pittsburgh thought was the answer.
Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, yeah. True.
The Ginger Ninja.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. God, it's real easy when I just lay them up for you, isn't it?
Yeah, if you would have just said the Red Cannon, I would have known. But
the Ginger Ninja's way better. Jules, the guy who's not going to win you a playoff game this year.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, look at that.
Drew Lock.
That's the guy that would win you a playoff game this year.
Yes, I know.
That man's got infinite aura.
Drew Lock could win anybody a playoff game. If Drew Lock is in his prime, it's
still
over.
one active starting quarterback in the NFL.
Starting QB.
You guys remember what Drew Lock did to a Colts team
CJ
last
Stroud?
year?
No.
Trevor.
I'm going by division. NFC East. Okay, NFC South. He hasn't sacked.
Who was the QB of the Titans last year?
Oh wait, did he sack Tannehill actually?
He did sack Ryan Tannehill.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was it last year? Why am I forgetting? Did he sack Fitzmagic at any point?
Tua.
No. He has not sacked Tua either.
What?
The names on it. Okay, there's two names on this list I expect you to get, and the rest are kind of grotesque.
Grotesque.
One of them got Tua before Tuaing was cool in Minnesota.
Tua before Tua was cool.
Did he sack Anthony Richardson?
No.
Okay.
In Minnesota, who was before Darnold?
What quarterback got famously knocked out in Minnesota, and it was a very, very illegal hit?
Before Darnold was Kirk
Cousins.
No,
I know who you're talking about because it was before Darnold, but I don't remember.
Before Darnold was Kirko, no?
It's before Kirk.
Yeah, then before Kirk.
Who was before Kirk?
Well, fucking not Joshua Dobbs.
Nope. Hey, you're on. As bad as this sounds, you're on track.
I know I am. Oh my god. Who's that shitty Bridge quarterback?
Teddy Bridgewater, I'll take it.
Teddy. Thank you.
Still missing.
The fact that you said who's that Bridge quarterback and you gave him that is a heck of a stretch. But all right.
Listen, you guys are still missing a quarterback who's leading a top team in the NFL.
Stafford.
You couldn't be any closer if you wanted to be.
Purdy?
No, farther away.
There is no way that you just said you couldn't be any closer than that, and you said Purdy.
That's right. It's the guy that Stafford was traded for.
Oh, Goof.
Holy hell. These last 6 names are impeccable.
I would love to hear your fucking how you're going to lay this shit up for us because
I don't even know how to lay it up for you guys, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this guy was a Tampa Bay quarterback.
Tampa Bay.
Pretty sure.
Really bad.
Why am
So
I only thinking of Josh Freeman?
Oh, you're real
every
close. Shares the same first name.
Josh Rosen?
Josh Rosen.
No, McCown.
McCown. Fuck.
Is Josh Rosen on the list? Out of curiosity.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take Landry Jones off the list because I just don't think you were getting Landry Jones, the third stringer for the Steelers when he got sacked by him.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm also gonna take Luke Falk off the list because I had to look up who the hell that was.
Okay.
So you have 3 left.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
I don't even know how to give you hints on these guys, dude. I'm sorry. They're just not.
Oh, come on. Fuck. Team? Can we give them a team? Do you know the team?
I'm not gonna lie. Let me look.
If it's that bad, just tell us. Like, 'cause
No.
if it's that bad.
His ESPN profile, when I pull his name up, says Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders?
Just currently on the Raiders, or
Oh, no.
Played for Florida and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Drafted by the 49ers.
What?
Kyle Trask?
It's really on par with that.
Well, Florida. He's a Florida guy.
It's Driscoll.
Oh, okay.
That's gross.
Trask was the other Florida.
Wait. Have we said Trevor Simeon?
Trevor Simeon is a name that remains on this list, yes.
Oh my god, yeah,
Okay,
because
cool.
yeah, Trevor Simeon.
There's
Wait,
one.
can I offer another one? Brock
There's
Osweiler?
Nope, there's one name on this
Oh, that's
list.
a good guess, though, Retro. That's a really
I
good
thought
guess.
I was gonna go on your like Broncos thing. I was
All
like,
right,
maybe
yeah.
This guy was a Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Backup? Oh, of course. Duh.
Oh no, they put him in for Mahomes.
Well.
Honestly, it probably would have been better than what it was last year. So
Type shit.
Played at Michigan, drafted by the Dolphins.
Oh,
Draft class of
Chad
2008.
fucking Henne.
Chad Henne is the last name on the list.
That motherfucker. I hate Chad Henne.
As soon as I said Michigan, Jules' fucking light bulb went
Chad
off.
fucking Henne. Fuck Chad Henne, dog.
Why do you hate Chad Henne?
My phone does not want to do this podcast right now.
I hate Chad Henne, bro.
I'm just gonna put something in now so you stop.
All he used to do is talk shit for being in Michigan against Ohio State, and we just put belt.
All right, let's now that that's over and you guys just absolutely fried your own brains. Jules, I really thought you were gonna be better on the Justin Fields one. I'm sorry.
Dog, yeah, because it's because of those outside the bigger name guys. It's just like
names. As soon as I name some of the names, you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, like a lot of the fucking
all right,
Ohio State names were just nasty.
So let's just run through these games quick. Get the pick them out of the way. Thursday night we got Las Vegas at Denver.
Denver by a million.
Denver. We have the most Daniel Jones bounce back or trap game, whatever you want to call it. Atlanta at Indy, but in Germany.
Indy.
Atlanta.
I'm still gonna have to take Indy because I think JT's gonna just run all over Atlanta's defense.
I agree.
My 2 favorite teams at the moment. Unfortunate about one guy getting hurt. The New York Giants are in Chicago.
Chicago.
Scat, bro, please get back. That's one of the nastiest things I've seen in a long time. Buffalo at Miami.
Buffalo.
Baltimore at JJ McCarthy.
Baltimore.
Fucking Baltimore, I swear to fucking God.
Baltimore.
If JJ McCarthy outplays Lamar, I will never hear the end of it.
This is the most piss break game of the season. It's the Browns at the Jets.
Jets by a million.
I mean, I'm picking Cleveland, but I'm gonna also say I hope it's the Meteor.
Jets by a million.
I'm taking Cleveland. New England at Tampa.
Tampa.
Tampa puts belt to this Drake May narrative.
Minus 2.5 is the line for Tampa.
Disgusting.
Crazy, right? Tampa Bay, yeah. New Orleans at Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle.
New Orleans.
Rico Dowdle. Not Carolina, Rico Dowdle. Jacksonville at
Rico Dowdle and Tet. I will not
Jacksonville
let Tet.
at Houston.
Houston, I swear.
The line's 1.5. It's a pick'em game. I'm gonna take Jacksonville. I'll go the other way.
Okay.
Fair enough. We need to tally these up too soon because we have to see where we're at.
Arizona at Seattle.
Seattle.
Next.
You want Arizona? I understand. Seattle.
That's fucked up.
The Rams at the 49ers.
49ers.
Rams, please do the funniest thing, please.
Rams
They already played, right?
Rams are favored by 3.5.
Who won the first time? It was the Niners,
It
right?
was the Niners. And it was
I'm taking the Rams. Detroit is playing at the Walking Dead.
Detroit by 57.
The line's
Detroit.
only 8.5.
I think that Detroit will probably break the all-time NFL scoring record. If I had to guess.
Oh my God.
Well, the difference is that when the Broncos or when the Dolphins almost did it, right? Their coach didn't have a reason to do it, but Dan Campbell has a reason.
Washington or Detroit? Don't monologue. Jesus fuck.
He's taking Detroit. We're done with it. Pittsburgh at the Chargers.
Pittsburgh.
Chargers.
I'm fucking torn.
I'm trying to help you. Just be on my side.
Pittsburgh.
Fuck.
Philly at Green Bay.
Justin, are you all in on the Super Bowl run now?
Philly.
No.
Philly.
Green Bay.
Meteor.
Fair point.
Oh, I'm doing it again. The tie.
All right. One of these weeks it'll be right, and you'll look like a genius.
Jules, one of our favorite games to play. Normally after the podcast, we'll just leave it in here for now. What do you think the most expensive ticket is this week?
I think it's that Green Bay Philly game.
It is Green Bay Philly, but not by much. At $256, the lowest to get in the door.
What's the second one?
How much is the Detroit Washington game?
$3.30.
$72.
I don't know who's paying $72. You could go get a pretty nice.
New England at Tampa is lowest $241. Atlanta at Indy is $233, and New York at Chicago is $220. Those are the really big ones.
Paying $220 to watch Jackson Dart.
$220.
The low game of the week is $42 for Jacksonville at Houston.
Also, I just want to
Cleveland and Jets game has them beat by $4.
I think the Giants are going to go back to being just as poverty as they were before because now that Scadaboo's out, they lost their carry.
Yep.
And with that, we've rambled a lot. You two took forever on not knowing OSU players, which Jules, we're going to have to talk about that with that hoodie on. But our history fact of the week is November 4th, 1994. The United Center opens in Chicago. Chicago, if anyone that has any ability of hearing me can hear me, tear that old shithole down, or please renovate it. I understand it's the house that Jordan built, but that place sucks. It's terrible venue, terrible everything. Yeah. But in that night that it opened, the Bulls beat the Charlotte Hornets 89-83. Jules, being the historian and loving to just talk for the sake of talking, I'll say that was plumber ball, even though it was in the height of Jordan. So, yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to rename it soon to the house that Jordan built and Josh Giddey renovated. We're gonna have to.
All right. This isn't a basketball podcast, and you can't glaze them because they will finish below 500.
Wait. How much do you want to put on that?
Not another essay, because you already have to write one over Debo, only at 367, supposed to break.
We'll talk about that after the podcast. I'd be willing to bet my future mortgage that the Bulls finish over 500.
Justin, you want to hear that? You want to match it?
I'm not matching a future mortgage because one of us will not be friends after the season if that hits.
That's fair.
Retro's already got student loans he's going to have to deal with, so imagine what he'd have to do if he owed me every money he made the rest of his life.
Well, he's gonna have to fucking figure that shit out, being a political science major. But
No, dude, listen.
Second
Ryan,
thought, I take it back. He's going to be in poli-sci. He's not going to make any fucking money.
brother, I'm going into law, buddy. I'll be just fine.
All right. Well, anyways, that was the conclusion of the podcast. Again, please like, subscribe, and let us know what you guys think. It's really appreciative if we get some feedback if we we don't know ball, or the fact that we agree, disagree with some of our takes. It's really appreciative to have some engagement with you guys. So please comment, please you talk to us, and we'll get back
we all
to it.
know that we're heavy set people. You don't have to keep calling us the offensive line or this, that, and the other. We all know we're bigger, burlier guys. Just because your ball knowledge doesn't get past you wanting to be a dick on the internet doesn't mean you have to be a dick on the internet.
I agree. But
also meet me in the A gap if you have.
Yeah,
beef.
seriously, you want to fuck around and find out. You can meet any of us in an Oklahoma drill, and we'll see what happens.
we'll fuck you guys up. But anyways, thank you guys. Another great episode. We'll see you guys next week.
Frankie Luvu is better than Lawrence Taylor.
And
The
Frankie
Commanders will never
Luvu
win a Super Bowl as long as we're alive.